Good morning. Today is finally the day. I don't know if you can see by the title or the thumbnail, but I'm going to the STURNIOLO Triplets surprise party tour today. It's the Toronto show. I'm so excited. A little bit nervous because I have to take the subway for the first time alone. I've taken the subway before with like friends and family, but never alone. But I'm pretty confident that I can get there safely and not lost, hopefully. Right now it is 8:15 a.m. and I am going to leave my house at around 3. Also, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but again, I said this literally last video, I'm trying to post as much as possible, but it's hard because there's like 0 events happening in my life, but I'm gradually getting there and trying to entertain y'all or find some stuff to do for y'all. Okay, you can only see like obviously this half and up, but once I like decide my outfit, then I'll show the whole fit. This is me editing the video, and I did not realize how much I stuttered or interrupted myself or whatever. Like, I was so nervous for some reason that I could not speak. And there's so much cut out in this video that you guys have no idea. So basically, please bear with me. I'm basically saying what I'm wearing, what you're seeing right now, which were the baggy jeans and the Fresh Love crew neck. That's all I had to say. I cut out whatever the hell I said because it was stupid. Like, please. We're moving on to the next outfit. Okay, next up we have this. If you remember from my last vlog, I got this for Christmas. Billie Eilish, My Heart is Soft. It's actually pretty warm today. The time I have to leave, it's pretty warm. I do really like this. I can wear this over it, and if I get hot, I can just take it off. I think I've made my decision. But once I like get everything all together, the jewelry, whatever, all the shoes, everything, then I'll show you. Okay, I put my hair up. My mom said to wear a jacket, but it's sunny right now, but I don't want to be carrying layers, so mom, if you're watching this, I didn't wear a jacket because it's right now really sunny out, and it said it's warm, and it did say it was raining, and she said that it was raining, but it's not, and I checked and it isn't. This is the fit. This is what's going on right now. Okay, so we're here in the theater. It took actually felt like decades. Okay.
We're so excited to be here in Canada. We've never been here before. We've already got a very warm welcome from a lot of you guys today, so we're feeling really excited about today's show. So thank you. Have fun! Are you guys ready for the show? Such a great. Then we have a little story time roulette after that. And then one of the triplets will reveal a big surprise to end the show with. My shirt says Milk's favorite cookie, which is a reference to Oreos, which I don't even know if do you guys have Oreos? Being over, it is time for our big surprise. That was also a joke. The Salt Gamers are yes, we're so happy that the witches are here, the Salt witches. You guys are very welcome. Alright, well, so basically, everyone get your scream. We've been having a lot of excited screams, which I understand, but get them all out now, because when you watch the surprise video, you have to listen. Great, amazing. There's someone up there who needs to get a little more out, because you've been yelling all night, but just get it out. Amazing, I heard it. All right. I heard it all. Get out of here. I'm gonna explain how this is gonna go. So basically, before we come into this tour, we all filmed some surprises. We don't know what the other ones did, any of the sort. Very self-explanatory. And tonight, one of them is going to reveal, two of us is going to reveal a wonderful surprise. But it is currently time to figure out who is going to be surprising Toronto. It's the CN Tower! How many Tim Hortons do you think was just in that one big CN Tower? I have no idea. Probably a ton. Alright, when we get to the point where we count down, you guys can count with me, okay? Yes. Woo! I'm really scared. Toronto. Alright, it's getting close to that time. Get ready to count with me, okay, everybody? Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I sell all of her Girl Scout cookies today. Let's go. I think that might be my favorite one. So really? That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god! Yeah, I just became a Girl Scout troop leader for the day. It was kind of fun. I think the thing is, like, I think that was the most surprising for me and Chris right now, because everybody sees you that funny all the time, and then me and Chris are always with you. But that was like the first time that I feel like I've watched a piece of content of you and just like had no idea what to expect, and that was hilarious. Oh my god. That was so funny. Thank you. That was
So I just got home and I'm so exhausted. It's 10:30 and I bought one piece of merch. I'm gonna talk to you guys more about the tour tomorrow because I'm so tired. Okay, it's been 3 days since the show. This section of the video, I'm going to be explaining my experience, at least. Maybe you've seen other people's experiences on TikTok, YouTube, whatever. So once I got there around 4:30-ish. I went into the longest line there. There are a couple people standing near the entrance and I'm like, oh, I'm guessing, I don't know, those are just people waiting on something, I don't know. But I went to the main line that was the longest and I realized how far away I was. I'm like, this is gonna take a minute. Then a couple minutes later I start to realize the people around me have gold passes and I'm like, oh, that's weird. And I also, one thing I noticed for sure is that a lot of people were younger than me. Like, I could tell they were around like elementary to like grade 10, maybe a little bit more than that. I kind of look around and notice that everyone around me has gold. And I'm like, oh, I'm probably in the wrong line. I texted a group chat that I was a part of for the show, and I'm like, everyone around me has gold passes, and I think I'm in the wrong line. And somebody said, then you aren't, which I'm like, okay, thanks for that, you're not helping. Somebody else said, oh, what pass do you have? I'm like, I have silver. And the group chat went silent. Nobody answered my question. And then somebody said something random and they just forgot about my question and just like ignored it. And I'm like, okay, well, thanks for that. So I just waited until like a crew member walked by and started giving out gold passes. Then once they got to me, I was like, I have silver, is this like the right line? They were like, oh, the silver line is over there. I go to the other side, the right side. I forgot to mention we were on the left side. Then I go to the right side, which was the silver line. And the line was really short. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm so close to the entrance. I get there, then a couple other people noticed that they were in the wrong line and joined. A couple minutes later, the gold pass people got entry. They went in. Then again, a couple minutes went by and they were like, oh, we need to move you to the left side where it was originally at. Then the people that we were in front of, I'm guessing they were general admission because they got moved to the other side, and then we got pushed back further and we were like, oh, we're closer than we thought again. Actually, way closer than before. So then again, a couple minutes go by and one of the crew members, they were handing out silver bracelets. As you can see, I have it right here. They were passing out. I was struggling a bit, so these girls who I started talking with, shout out to Isabel and Tatiana. I hope I'm saying those names right. Shout out to y'all if you're watching this. You guys made my experience way better. We started talking about how we knew the triplets and that sort of stuff, talking about like what schools we go to, that whole thing. And it definitely made time go by way faster. And another thing, it was freezing. Like we were agreeing how we were shivering and how cold it was. At some point we were allowed entry. Yeah, I thought they would check our bags and all that sort of stuff, but they didn't, surprisingly. They just asked for a ticket and to check our wristbands. Yeah, once we were let in, they were like, either go this way if you just want to go to the lobby, or go into this line if you want to get merch. I booked it to the merchandise area. Yeah, I just got a shirt. I really like it. But we wait in the lobby for a bit, and the people who were in the Q&A, the gold pass people, the diamond, like all the people who were a part of the Q&A section, they came out and we were kind of eavesdropping to other people's conversations on what they were talking about, saying how like they tried Tim Hortons, they went to the CN Tower, they went to Niagara Falls, but on the US side. Again, we waited a couple minutes, then they let us in. Yeah, I found my seat. I sat there just playing on my phone. I realized I was at 25%. Like, I need to save my phone to film and to call my mom afterward, like that sort of stuff. The people on my right were so sweet. It was this mom and her daughter together. Then the people on my left side came. In the beginning, I'm like, okay, they seem pretty chill, but during the story, I'll tell you what happened. The curtains open, the set is there already. Everyone like screams on the top of their lungs, immediately start recording, and I'm like, whoa, like it scared the living crap out of me. Cut to the countdown, everyone's screaming the countdown, like it's insane. Yeah, the triplets come out, or they have their whole little entrance thing. When I tell you that, like, I get it, like I was like wooing. Like, I'm not really a screamer. I don't scream that much. I'm a wooer, if that makes sense. It felt like One Direction was in the room. I get it, the whole hype, like, everyone was screaming, yelling, but let's just say the screaming and yelling didn't stop, which was really frustrating, because it isn't a concert. It isn't like their other last tours where they were, like, you know, hyping up and everyone was, like, there was music to it, or there was, like, games about, like, it wasn't like that. It's just a sit down, have a conversation, that sort of stuff. Because if it were a concert, if it was a Billie Eilish concert, Doja Cat concert, who else do I like? Any artist that I like, I would be obviously yelling, singing along to their songs, yelling along to their songs, perfectly fine. But if it's like a comedy show, a podcast show, like anything that's sit down related or stand up comedy related, I'm not like gonna interrupt what they're trying to say. So they sit down, it slowly calms down, and they start saying what's gonna happen. They're gonna show a group chat segment, anonymous confession segment, a story time segment, and the surprise. So the group chat segment, I found it really entertaining. It was really funny. The crowd wasn't that as bad as this part of the show, but the person next to me, they're the type of people to think out loud, and the people like that kind of frustrate me because if I'm trying to focus on something and somebody's like in my ear commentating on what's happening or like what, like it kind of like frustrates me a little bit. It was really hard for me to focus what the hell was going on, but it was really funny what I was watching. It came down to the anonymous confessions, and this is where the crowd was definitely the worst. Like, for sure the worst. They brought out the anonymous confessions. I was really hoping they would read mine, but it's okay. Mine wasn't even that good. Yeah, it was like if they were like reading the confessions, somebody would be screaming and interrupting them and asking ridiculous questions, and the people who were answering it were like, you know, they were fine. It was the people who were also interrupting them sometimes, and like this part definitely, like, it was really hard to focus as someone who has ADHD as well. It was like really hard to focus on what was going on. And the confessions were really funny, to be honest. The triplets, again, they were amazing. Then it came down to the story time segment, which, to be honest, I don't remember a single thing, because I don't know if it was like during the end of the anonymous confessions or during the story time, but apparently the girls that I was hanging out with told me afterwards a guy passed out in front of them and they smelled like weed. So I'm like, oh, that's what was going on, because I looked during what was the story time segment, and people were like telling people to come help and that sort of stuff, and I'm like, what? Somebody passed out, I think, but what the hell is going on? Again, when I tell you I don't even remember a single word that came out of the triplets' mouths during story time. I don't even remember what story they were talking about. I have to find out on YouTube to remember what story they were telling, because somebody passed out and I was so focused on that. I'm a little bit upset that I missed the story time segment because of my brain. I could have just focused and ignored everything that was happening, but I couldn't. Like right now I'm trying to remember what was happening during this story time, and I really don't remember anything. Surprise segment happens, and I have tinnitus, or however you want to call it. I think that's how you say tinnitus, where you hear ringing almost 24/7. And when I tell you the reason why it's the third day after the show that I'm telling this right now is because I have been having such a bad headache. I still have it a little bit. Yeah, the surprise happens and everyone is screaming off the top of their lungs. I get it, you're excited, but like, I don't know how to explain it, because I get it, everyone's excited for this moment. Everyone has been waiting for this. But God, I don't know how to explain it. I feel bad for complaining, because again, if you're this excited, go ahead. But kind of be mindful of the people around you a little bit. Again, if it's a concert, don't give a fuck anyone around you, because it's a concert. You're supposed to be having fun. But in this situation, there's no music, there's no game, there's nothing. It's just a sit down, almost like a YouTube video, basically, just up close, if that makes sense. If the triplets do another tour and they don't come back to Toronto, I am not surprised. I'm really not surprised. So the surprise was Nick. I thought it was gonna be Chris or Chris with someone, but it was Nick, which, hey, Nick is the funniest person alive. Chris says it all the time. He's the funniest person alive. They brought out the hint for the surprise, and the person next to me was saying, oh, we went to France, oh, we went to France, like 15 times. And in my head, I'm also like, I think you went to France too, girl, like, I get it. But she kept saying it. Then when they picked someone to guess, the person said, I think painting, like, oh, he took an art class, which is a really good guess, because the stereotypical, like, wearing that during an art class, or like painters wearing that hat. I'll put a picture of what the hat looked like or what he wore. The girl next to me, she was like, no, like, he went to France, blah, blah, saying that over and over again. I'm like, this is my breaking point. Like, I didn't say anything, but I really, really wanted to. And I'm like, I heard you. Like, I also agree, but you say it once, say it twice, say it even 5 times, I get it. But when I tell you they said it like so many times, and if they're watching this, please realize how annoying it can be of people around you, not just next to you, but in front of you, behind you, however, like, it is so annoying. Again, I get it, you're excited, but sometimes that isn't a good excuse to be annoying. And I've been annoying so many times. It was just really frustrating to focus on what the hell was going on. Then they show the surprise. It's basically Nick and a Girl Scout, I think that's what they call it, going out in public and selling cookies, like Girl Scout cookies. And if you don't really know the lore, I'm guessing this is what he was referencing, but let me just put a clip.
Hold on, I have a question though, Nick. Yes. You're walking down the mall. Little girl's like, hey, you want some cookies? You're like, oh yeah, for sure, give me like 10 minutes and like
oh, we only have lemon ups left.
Yeah, what?
I'm kicking that little girl down the fucking mall wall. I'm picking up that girl by her sash and throwing her to the nearest store. Be like, don't offer me cookies if you're gonna give me some pity lemon ups. That's what I'm gonna say. Fuck you and your lemon ups. You got my hope up, you little bitch. That's what I'm saying to the little girl.
I think that's what he was referencing. While I was watching, it was really funny. And while I was watching, the person on my left was a little bit annoying again. But yeah, it was a little bit hard to focus what was going on during some of the moments, especially during the story time, which if you told me one word they said during it, I have no idea. I have zero idea what they were talking about during the story time. Also, I forgot to mention, before they showed the video, or even the surprise, or who it was, they were like, everyone let out your screams, or whatever you want to say.
Yes, we're so happy that the witches are here, the salt witches. You guys are very welcome. Alright. Well, so basically, everyone get your scream. We've been having a lot of excited screams, which I understand, but get them all out now, because when you watch the surprise video, you have to listen. Great. Amazing. There's someone up there who needs to get a little more out because you've been yelling all night, but just get it out. Amazing. I heard it. All right. I heard it all. Get out of here.
Again, like, I don't know if they did this with other shows, but if they didn't, that's embarrassing. They had to tell us to let out our screams and stuff before, like, that's how bad it was. Yeah, the show ended, they said bye. Afterwards, when I met up with, the girls, they also agreed how annoying the crowd was. Their first show outside of the US, we showed them a really bad example. Yeah, I had a pretty good time. More cons than pros than I hoped for, but still a really good experience. So that was my experience for the STURNIOLO Triplets Surprise Party Tour. Sorry if I didn't film enough. Again, my battery's dying low, and also I was a little bit nervous to film. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. Again, I'll try to post as much as possible. I said that last time, and it's been a minute. I'm still trying to come up with, video ideas, that sort of stuff. I'm thinking about doing, like, movie commentaries, like that sort of stuff, but let me know what y'all think, because I'm trying to get into film school, and I feel like those sort of things will help me for sure. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. what you think about it, and I'll see you whenever. Love you. Bye.